Jim, we're literally only about 20 or 30 yards from the other store that was looted over there. I want to bring your attention to the store right over there, Chicago Sports. There appears to be a small fire that is starting inside. You can see people outside gawking a little bit. I can tell you, photojournalist Tim Visti, who we are also with, is calling 911 to report the fire at this time. About 20 minutes ago, we saw people breaking in, stealing gear, equipment, jerseys, hats, and now it appears that it's now a fire scene. You can see people outside, smoke starting to billow from inside the store, and we are waiting for some sort of fire response out here. Photojournalist Tim Visti, were you able to call?
I just talked to the fire department, and they're on their, she said they'll let them know, and they might be on their way.
You see any police officers around the scene right now?
We have seen none, and it has been shocking. And part of that may be that they are at different parts of the city where there is more dire need, perhaps human life at stake. These are businesses.
Black Lives Matter.
Excuse me, miss. I'm so sorry to bother you. These are businesses here, and what's being destroyed can be replaced. So that is always a possibility. But to your initial question, we aren't seeing police here right now.
Now look at the raging fire. It was a small fire, and now look at it. Jeremy?
And Jim, we've seen this build. I want to immediately say that from our 911 call, it took Chicago firefighters, police officers, about 10 minutes to get here. Considering all that's going on, pretty decent response time. And you can see the firefighters battling the flames and the smoke right now. This thing lit up in only a matter of minutes. Earlier this evening, we saw someone with a skateboard bust through there. People followed, and as a result, they started stealing and looting a bunch of items inside. Now, that was a sports store that's now going up in flames. People behind us, hundreds of them, have been marching through Hyde Park neighborhoods. Also, many of the commercial businesses here, many of the restaurants, the eateries, the small businesses. We noticed one business in particular on the window displayed proud and loud, please don't, black-owned business. Those here have respected those wishes. And as we are marching with them right now, we've heard a lot of the same chants that we have heard over the past 48 hours. In addition to that, we have seen a lot of the signs that we have seen over the last 48 hours. Every so often, when they get to various intersections, what they'll end up doing is they'll stop, they'll pause, they'll begin chants. Not long ago, we heard a moment of silence, and then that process continues. So again, summarizing what we've seen here, hundreds of people marching through Hyde Park, through the neighborhoods, through the communities here, through the businesses, asking for peace, demanding justice, and this protest has again not only been peaceful, vehemently anti-violence. And that's the latest that we have here. Let's toss it back to the studio.
Okay, Jeremy Ross, thank you.
So nature has had an opportunity to actually go a little bit wild here.
Enjoying the environment, getting some fresh air.
And we have lots and lots of birds.
And now you got bikers.
And now we have bikers, right.
Come on, Andre!
Get the right line with the jump. Yeah, this is like a destination spot, I would say, yeah.
It's a hidden gem.
Huge for the bike enthusiasts.
Brand new. This is my first time here today.
It is actually the first time for everyone as this bike track at Big Marsh Park begins to host the community, including families
That's what I'm talking
like Marlena Samuels. The winding, rolling, twisting tracks covering about 32,000 square feet.
Oh, man, damn.
Some getting a better look at the asphalt surface than others.
Come on, you got to walk it off.
The Friends of Big Marsh, a public-private partnership, raised $700,000 over the course of about a year and a half. The group adding it is critical to have equitable park facilities, and this helps to do that 2 tires at a time.
But like this kind of stuff for the south side is huge for the community.
And for the urban kids, so it's a good thing, and it's positive.
Southeast side communities have, in a lot of ways, gotten the short end of the stick.
Stephen Bell, Center Director for Big Marsh Park, says the construction took about 3 months, and it is helping to draw more people to the park, a place long ago that was a dumping ground for industry, now cleaned up with a community sweat equity translating into real recreational sweat for riders like Derek McMullen.
But it is quite the workout.
Good exercise and keep you in shape Get rid of those COVID pounds.
I would say vital to the many people that have used it for the past 6, 7, 8 months of the pandemic. Parks were closed along the lakefront. We would have families come through and use the site because there's so much open space here.
There was no ribbon cutting here. There was no formal ceremony. The group gathering all the funding said they didn't want to needlessly gather because of COVID-19. In South Deering, Jeremy Ross, CBS 2 News.